during the Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther was a Catholic monk. He was part of a religious system that was all about pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. Meanwhile, the priests, the clergy, were into homosexuality and fornication and child molestation and pederasty, fleecing the flock, taking sheep away from poor people, did everything they could to get money from people. I mean, it was just about as corrupt as could be. And it's not unlike today. They were also really big. They prided themselves in being involved in politics. So Luther was a monk in those times, and he was very spiritual. He came from a dysfunctional family, and he was a prayer warrior, and he really started to question everything around him. He wanted God and God alone. And eventually he got sent to a theology course to seek God and God alone, and he found out that nobody was preaching the book of Romans. That everybody was just involved in this weird religious system that wasn't even centered around what Apostle Paul was about. So when Luther got that revelation, he was like, I'm going to do what Apostle Paul did. I'm going to go around and I'm going to use this new thing called YouTube, the printing press, and spread the truth about Romans and how nobody's talking about it. And what ended up happening is he became like the leader in cancel culture at the time. And it got to the point where the leaders in Germany agreed with him. So I don't want to hear it. If the word of God is not primary in your ministry, you need to be canceled. You are counterfeit. You are a glory seeker. You have no righteous justification for anything you're doing. And you're probably a porno watcher. And you're probably molesting people. And you're probably full of gold girls and glory. And you deserve to be taken down. And God will use YouTube. God will use cancel culture. God will use anybody he can get his hands on. Because the Avenger of blood is after you, sinner. If you are a false teacher, the Avenger of blood is after you. Because God cares about his sheep. He does not want to see them mistreated, misguided, and misled anymore. All they can do, all they have the capacity to do is listen to a 5-minute segment before work. And so, in wolves in sheep's clothing, the Avenger of blood is after you. He is after you. Because he wants his bride back. He wants his flock back. He wants people to obey him and love him and know him and not be fleeced by wolves in sheep's clothing. God bless you out there. This is John with WesleyGospel.com.